Mason. Mason, you with me?
Woods, Dragovich is fucking with us. We were all fucked and we knew it. And all I could hear was Bowman sobbing. He'd given up. Who could fucking blame him?
Bowman!
I'm tired. Just want to end
You
this.
don't mean that, Bowman!
Fuck you, Charlie!
Bowman, don't!
You dead American!
Последний шанс. Играй или умирай.
You don't scare me. Communist piece of shit.
Bowman! Bowman! You fucking son of a bitch!
Next.
I'm gonna kill you all!
Don't you touch me!
What? Shit. Fuckers. We're gonna make them pay.
You! No talk. Play!
What's the plan? I'm thinking.
No talk!
One chance, Mason. We'll take it. Okay.
Bang! You can't kill me! You shoot, GI, you shoot! Fuck!
This time, do it.
In line!
Ready.
Play. Bang!
6 and 8 o'clock.
Well, I guess some of the Treyarch saw the Deer Hunter at some point. So welcome back. We're playing Alex Mason once again, and this is the spoiler alert, I guess, the last Vietnam level in the game. It starts off in this cave system here. After we've been captured after the crash at the C-130, which I thought was an AN-12. This level is well, it's interesting for a little while at one point, but otherwise it's a pretty good corridor shooter. Reminds me a lot of what Vorkuta could have been if they gave you a gun the whole time. And just there you saw why I don't like the Olympia. For some reason in single player it doesn't actually work half the time. Somebody just absorbed 2 point-blank shots with it and it didn't kill him. Plus it's only got 2 shells in it at any given time, and the reload speed leaves a lot to be desired. In multiplayer, a lot of people use it with sleight of hand to make up for that. Right now we're trying to catch a Spetsnaz guy who we saw put Bowman down out of his misery. I gotta say, Bowman died like a bitch, but whatever. This is it's not a bad section as far as sections go. I could have shot that guy, but let's stab. So let's switch to Olympia. I think I can go in here. Nope. But yeah, for the most part, this is a fairly straightforward level. These, oh, here we go. It's scripted to die, and the Olympia still doesn't kill him. I forgot about that. Alright, so we got to give a boosty to Woods here, who now I'm wishing was played by Christopher Walken or Robert De Niro. Just for the Deer Hunter reference alone, but we'll suffer through not having Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken in this game, I guess. Alright, so here we go, and there's a Hind. Here's a helicopter that doesn't appear until 1972, just hanging out in Vietnam. And we're apparently going to hijack it. Stealthy motherfucker Woods just runs through the bush. Oh man. So this won't start off until we start shooting, and apparently that guy is immune to the first bullet you shoot. But this is a fairly easy section if you stay behind the trees and don't get too many grenades thrown at you. I think that guy and a few others are pretty much scripted to toss nades at you in Woods. but easy section overall. So here we go. We are going to take this Hind. Now, at no point in this game is there any indication that Mason knows how to fly a Hind, or that Woods knows what he's doing here. But here we are. So this controls exactly like the boat section, right down to the number of rockets you have. You have 8, but they constantly reload instead of waiting for you to go through all 4 of them on either side. And Woods, this is one of the things they did in the game, is Woods will control your altitude for you automatically. You just have to go forward and backwards, which is a nice little feature, as it were. It's not too bad. Actually, I forgot, you can strafe with this. In the boat you cannot strafe. But there's bridges, there's that for a wood bridge that blew up really nice. There's bridges, there's pipelines, there's villages, there's rice paddies, there's boats, and there's anti-air. So fuck your livelihood, Vietnamese villagers. Apparently this is part of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. And you'll see, I mentioned when I wrote up the Ho Chi Minh Trail line, there are pipelines on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, or there were, and a part of this is blowing up pipelines at every juncture. And as you can see, they're around. So this section's fairly straightforward. It's basically all the enemies you had on the river, plus a few new ones, and you're basically coming down with overwhelming firepower for the most part. So it's kind of a fun section. And here we go, enemy Hinds. You know, you get 3 of these in this level, and they're not overly difficult. There is an achievement for using nothing but rockets in this section, but fuck if I'm going to do that. That's a lot of work that I don't have really any patience for, because it's very difficult to hit these things with rockets. So I go straight for the machine guns. You can dodge these rockets fairly effectively as well. Actually, I don't know if that was a Hind. But yeah, similar to the boat section, you can gun down guys on foot. And there's not a lot to be said. I like this much better than the boat section, however. Simply because your overwhelming firepower is actually pretty cool this time around. You're much more maneuverable, and it's over fairly quickly. It doesn't take up half the level like the... Well, actually it does, but it doesn't take up a full day like the boat section does. So I let it slide this time for being kind of an annoying Call of Duty gimmick section. And actually, this is probably as good a time as any to talk about... Ooh, goodbye. I'm so pro at dodging these things. You can shoot them out of the air with the machine gun, which was what I tried to do the first time I played this level. See, right there? But the first time I ever played this level, I tried to shoot them out with a machine gun. I didn't know you could dodge them, and I died numerous times the first time I ever played this game to that thing. Here we go, pipeline. But actually, that's not it. Woods mentioned it. You can see it a little ahead of where I am. But yeah, there's also, I think there's an achievement for blowing up all the bridges here. Anyways, this is probably a good time as any to talk about gimmicks in the Call of Duty franchise. Like I said in the previous level, you know, Call of Duty games really live and die by their gimmicks, and Black Ops almost doubly so. So there's a difference between mechanics and gimmicks in these games. Mechanics are the basic underlying principles of the game. You know, you hold B to, you can go prone, you can only carry 2 weapons at once, you know, that sort of thing. Fire with the right trigger, you can aim down sights with everything. It's basically how the game functions and works, and how it grips with reality. Gimmicks are sort of things like this, like the SR-71 mission, like, you know, pretty much every mission we've had where you call in, say, helicopters or something like that to attack an enemy position so you can move forward. They're quirks of the gameplay, they're changes that they make. And pretty much every Call of Duty game since Call of Duty 4 has lived and died on its gimmicks. And you know, they had one of the best gimmicks in that game, which was the AC-130 level, which kind of came out of nowhere and has kind of become so iconic that the depleted creative staff for Modern Warfare 3 had to go back and rehash that after there was no, you know, similar level in Modern Warfare 2, or in Black Ops tried to do it with the SR-71, of course. But in this game, the gimmicks are pretty interesting. Hudson gets a lot of the gimmicks that blend with the mechanics, such as the SR-71 mission. Ooh, that's a Hind. He gets stuff like that, and he gets some of the more interesting sections of the game, whereas Mason kind of gets the traditional Call of Duty stuff. It's not a real bad way to do it. Mason's playing kind of the traditional Call of Duty, you're in a war zone kind of thing, and Hudson's playing the sneaky guy who's not supposed to be where he is, stealth kind of dude, which usually is British in the Call of Duty series, but because there's no Brits in this game, we go straight for this. So that is pretty much the end of our little helicopter ride. Woods is going to set it down for us, and we are going to go storm Krivchenko's compound. Now, I guess that's a pretty good explanation of gimmicks and mechanics in this game. I feel like I left a lot to be desired there, but for the most part, that kind of gives you an idea of why Mason and Hudson played differently. And if you're playing this game, it comes out a lot differently than if you're watching this game, simply because the gimmicks Mason has are less cool than the ones Hudson has, and you kind of notice it pretty heavily when you're playing the game. And I am going to take this opportunity to get rid of the Olympia. I've made a pretty good attempt to show off almost every gun in this game, so I pick up the Uzi too. Here's one thing I didn't do in this section, and that is picking up the flamethrower. There's one here and there's one in Caisson, and I didn't pick it up here because, well, I suck. So that's probably my fault. I picked it up before in a practice run and I wasn't very good with it, so I decided not to do it for the full out run. But the Galil's a good gun. The Uzi's pretty terrible actually in multiplayer especially. So I'm not going to mind these weapons for a while. But let's just clear out this cave. This cave is loaded with guys, and it takes a long time to clear out. But that's why the Galil's kind of good. It's got 35 rounds, which is actually more than some of the LMGs start out with in this game. And it's actually a pretty strong gun, pretty solid. I think the only knock against it is the fire rate's a little lower than some of the weapons like the AK-47 or the M4 or anything like that. So it loses a little bit there, but the higher ammo capacity really makes up for it, and the time to kill is pretty low. The Uzi's a different beast. I'm not a big fan of it. The SMGs are pretty much all very quick to shoot, very quick to reload. You can walk where aiming down the sights faster, but I don't much like the Uzi. It bounces a little bit too much for me, especially in multiplayer, so that's where most of my experience with the thing is. I forgot it was even in this game. And I actually looked for the flamethrower just so I could show it off for you guys here, but I can't find it. So I spent a couple of seconds looking for it. And someone could probably tell me where it is, but I couldn't find it.
Help us, please!
And we might have some people. Hey, POWs. What up?
Please. Reznov, hurry. Get you out.
Krivchenko is here.
This way! We cannot let him slip through our grasp.
I thought you were dead.
When we were captured at the river, they brought me here. Mason, what the fuck are you doing? We gotta get these guys out.
I guess Woods didn't quite trigger correctly here, because he thought I was holding off. But we've got Reznov back, and we're gonna storm the last few feet, this is really the end of this level, and the last time we're gonna be in Vietnam. Krivchenko is a hard man to get to. This section is fairly frustrating if you don't know what you're looking for, and this reminds me of how bad Call of Duty single-player maps can be, where you can move forward and kind of screw yourself over just from trying to advance. Sometimes the cover is less covering than you think it is, as I'll show off in a minute, but overall it's not bad. And you can't shoot Kershenko. You have bulletproof glass there. But thank God they can't cook grenades in this game. And I found a little hidey hole. Finding spots like these in a Call of Duty game are they're just really great. And I thought there was a wall there. Honestly did. So this was harrowing. I thought I was dead here. And I somehow pulled it out. And was able to survive through this section. But we're almost done. Ooh, headshot. So all you have to do is kill some of these guys. And you'll see, I pretty much try to power past some people. I think there's still a couple down there fighting. Yep, here we go. But that's it for the level. I'll see you guys next time.
Not this time, American. You again. I should have killed you in Vorkuta.
Got you now, you son of a bitch.
You will die with me. What?
I got you, Mason.
What?
You're okay. Are you okay? Mason.
Reznov.
Kershenko is dead. Dragovich, Kershenko, Stein. All must die.
For God's sake, where is the number station?
All must die.
You killed Kravchenko. You obliterated their base. Mason, Woods and Bowman were both killed. Your entire SOC team wiped out. Only you survived, Mason. You. No one else.
No, Reznov survived.
Just you, Mason.
No, Reznov is still with me. Since Vorkuta.